Most people ask me how they can create a little ceremony for themselves on a daily basis so that they can be more present. Some people say meditation's hard for them. And one technique that I always encourage people to do is burn some Palo Santo, burn some sage, burn some sort of herb, burn some sort of resin that's gonna allow you to breathe and smell. Because when we think of this sense of smell, we think of our root chakra. And one thing about meditation is that one way to get into a meditative state is to ground yourself. And sometimes it takes hours, sometimes it takes minutes, sometimes it takes a while to feel grounded. You know, we live in a world where there's a lot of positive ions and there's a lot of energy and a lot of magnetic frequency that's keeping us in this state of like anxiety and always like up here in the head. And sometimes we find it hard to bring that energy down and ground ourselves. But when we think of the sense of smell, that is connected to the root chakra. Every sense that we have is connected to a chakra. And so if you can't smell, that tells you how connected you are to your root chakra. So if you would like to maybe just try a grounding technique wherever you are to just be more present, see if you can smell anything in the room. Sometimes when I'm meditating, I hit a point where I all of a sudden smell things. And I'm like, wow, I didn't even know that smell existed until right now. And so today I'm just gonna lead us through four different types of herbs that you can burn. These are coming from specific plants with specific frequencies. And so when you're burning them, you're releasing the spirit, you're releasing the wisdom. So not only are you breathing in the smell and connecting you to your root chakra, you're also releasing the spirit of the plant, which is having an interaction with your energy body. And so when you burn each of these, it's gonna feel a little bit different. You're gonna feel it in your energy body in a different way in different areas. And so part of a meditation can really just be being present with what you're burning and allowing yourself to see where it's connecting with you, where you're feeling it the most. And it's not gonna be fireworks, it's not gonna be like, whoa, but you are gonna start to feel like completely just dropped in to your present existence. You're gonna feel zen, you're gonna feel grounded, because that's the whole purpose of burning. It's really bringing you into this present moment. And so let's get into it. Cedar is a really wonderful plant. When we think of the cedar tree, we think of that strong, hard wood. So when we think of burning cedar, we're thinking of allowing ourselves to feel that strength, to release the fear and feel grounded. When we are burning sort of these kind of leafy things, it's good to have a dish. I got all of this stuff at Crystal Rock Healing. I got this wonderful shell there. It has a beautiful gold bottom. That's why I got it. And so you just want to have something that you can put it in. You can do a plate, you can do whatever. I like to do the shell because it's traditional and I like it. So cedar, let's burn this one. So as maybe some of you know, when you burn sage, it really billows. And when you burn sage and Palo Santo, sometimes the smell bothers people. And that's why I'm trying these 4 different herbs and plants, just to kind of see how I can burn different things in my house when I have guests that don't necessarily like sage or Palo Santo. So when you're burning, you just kind of want to run it down your chakra, your energy body, the center of your body, up your head, and just kind of allow yourself to really feel how you're connecting to the plant. And you will feel differently. You will feel it specifically. This one has like a very interesting grounding effect. It's almost like it creates a tingliness on my feet because it's really grounding. I really like burning cedar. I actually had not burned cedar until I went to Crystal Rock Healing and saw they had all these things, and I was like, wow, I didn't know you could burn so many different things. And I started experimenting, and cedar is a really good one for grounding. It does have that energy of that big, strong tree. And so you're releasing the spirit of the cedar, but you're also breathing it in and connecting to the base frequency, the wavelength of the cedar plant. So you can just put that in the dish when you're done. And next we will move on to juniper. So Juniper is good for warding off negative energy. And the thing I like about the Juniper is the smell is really, really nice. It kind of smells like Juniper does. It's very like cologne-y in a sort of way. And it kind of has like a freshness to it. I really like the Juniper, it's very nice. And it's nice that these don't necessarily continue to burn inside. They do burn very nicely. And you know, each of these is gonna have a different area that it affects. Again, actually this one 2 times now has been more about the third eye. This one has. The Juniper has connected to the third eye chakra for me. I can experiment with what that means. There might be something about the warding off of the negative energy, you know, being that that's what we project into the world. And so maybe it's just clearing my projections, because when we think of our energy body, what we hold in our energy body is what we are projecting out into the world. And so everything that we see in the world is the representation of our energy body. And this is why we do meditation. This is why we clear our energy, because we want to be able to see a clear, crisp image in the external world of our purest form that exists inside of us. And when we release the energy, because when we think of energy bodies, we are all connected. We really aren't as physical as we seem. We are mainly energy. And so we have a strong connection with everybody in our world. And we can't necessarily cut that off, but what we can do in meditation and in clearing our energy is become aware of who we are energetically and what we are putting out into the world. And so Juniper is a very nice one. Specifically, it seems for the third eye. And now we will go to Rosemary. Rosemary is good for fresh starts. So maybe you want to burn rosemary on the new moon. Maybe you want to set the intention of your meditation with rosemary. Rosemary is an herb that we use in cooking. And so I'm sure many of you, we also use the oil. And rosemary smells very nice. It's lemony, it's sweet. I think rosemary would be a good one to burn if you have people that don't like the earthy smells. And this one just, again, actually the last time I burnt this one too, it connected right to my heart chakra. So there's something about this fresh start, you know, for me, and being able to just maybe allow my heart to lead me. So when we think of even like fresh start, that is heart energy. And I say fresh start because that's what it said on the little tag that I got from Crystal Rock Healing. But I really like rosemary. It's a very nice one, very sweet smell. Next we'll do eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is good for clearing your head. We use eucalyptus oil for that as well. But let's see, when we burn the plant, eucalyptus is a beautiful tree. I'm not sure if you've ever seen the rainbow eucalyptus trees. I used to live in LA, and I remember walking around the canyon and just noticing all the big, beautiful rainbow eucalyptus trees. They're so pretty. And so the eucalyptus leaves burn how you'd expect leaves to burn. Has a very nice smell. Smells like the eucalyptus. It's kind of amazing. You know, you think like when you burn these things, they would have more of a smoky smell to them or a different smell, but they actually do just smell like the plant itself. I guess you would expect that. But this one is a very nice one. Actually, I feel it more in my ears. It is good for clearing your head. So I can definitely feel that as well. Yeah, so I mean, that's just kind of the basic of like all the different herbs that you can burn. Like I said, you can do Palo Santo and sage. But these ones are good if you want to set an intention. You know, maybe, I don't know if I would burn those ones every single day. I do really like my Palo Santo and I do really like my resin. Those are kind of my go-to. But I think that these ones have specific smells and the way that they burn. It's good for maybe setting up like a ceremony, right? Or like setting an intention. So you should go try these. Just try, you know, the different spirit of the plants, which ones connect with you. Some people really don't like Palo Santo and sage. You know, maybe these ones you'd feel more connected to. So anyways, I just wanted to put this out there because I really want people to start just being more present, you know, more present with their root chakra, what they're grounded in, if they are even grounded, right? We really need to remember that we are in control of our reality. And if we want to feel safe and secure, it starts with our root chakra. And if we have issues with manifesting in this world, it's because we're not grounded in our root chakra. So it's important that we connect to our root chakra. It's important that we practice meditation. And people always say, what should I do for meditation? You know, really, whatever you'd like. If you want to go for a walk and have that be your meditation, if you like religious practices, spiritual practices, there's no right or wrong way to be meditative. It's just allowing you to be present with where you're at in the moment. And when you burn things, you are going to feel really light. You are going to feel an energy shift. It is going to touch you somewhere. And it isn't going to be just like fireworks, sparks, oh my gosh, I feel lighter, but I feel really light right now. I feel really grounded. I feel very present with where I'm at and very comfortable as well. And so if you're one of those people that has a lot of anxiety, has issues settling down, I would encourage you to look at, all the different modalities and all the different things that you can burn to just help yourself become more present with just by smelling, just by releasing the spirit of the plant. So I got all this stuff at Crystal Rock Healing. You can check, I'll put a link in this bio and this website, and you can check it out there and see what they have to offer. If you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me at 11kaivarose33.com. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all those lovely things. And I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon.